And now from WMAR-2 News, Maryland's most accurate forecast.
I'm still tracking a winter weather advisory in effect through the 10 o'clock hour tomorrow morning as we are tracking a little bit of moisture moving in with cold air already in place. And that's where we're going to start this story, dealing with the temperatures. At the surface, we're looking at numbers that have already dipped below freezing across the northern tier of the state from Bel Air all the way to Vermont and Frederick. 30 degrees right now in Columbia, 32 in Essex, that's closer to the city, and temperatures that are in the low 30s all the way down the eastern shore. But what we have noticed, and I alluded to this earlier, a bit of a warm nose in the upper levels. For you weather geeks like myself out there, we're talking about 850 millibars. A little bit of air that is above freezing has filtered into the region. And because of that, I decided to bump our snow totals down a little bit because despite the fact that there's going to be more moisture building in, I think that since we're not going to be at freezing at the upper levels, I think we're going to see that mainly play out in the form of sleet and freezing rain over the next few hours. So here's a look at those modified totals. We're talking about a half an inch to an inch for most of the area. We could see an isolated 1.2 inch in some of this area, but I think that the better chance of picking up more than an inch is going to be out north and west of the city in the extreme western portion of the viewing area. Still have the potential to see some ice out there. For most of us, it is on the very limited end, but we've already had a report of about a quarter of an inch of ice out in Garrett County. So definitely something for us to be aware of as we head through the evening hours here. Here's a look at the lay of the land, and as you can see, a little bit of moisture moving through the area, but we're going to see a little bit of a lull before more moisture starts to build into the area. So if you're working that third shift right now, a little bit of precip pushing through the area. It hasn't been really that heavy. We're going to have the lull, and by tomorrow morning, I think we'll see a little bit more moisture building into the region. So 7 o'clock, there is going to be some rain. Could see a little bit of wintry mix. That front's going to get a little bit closer, and the model doesn't do a great job of picking up on it, but I do think there's going to be some isolated showers because we have a warm front lifting up. We have a cold front sliding in from the west. That's typically convergence, and that's rising motion. So I think we'll have some showers popping up during the afternoon, and that rain chance will be decreasing as we head through the evening and the system starts to push on out of our area. Eventually, we'll see some clearing on the backside of that. But have the umbrella on standby and pack your patience tomorrow morning. Temperatures just above freezing by the time you're getting out on the roadways. Still going to be a cold road. Still could see some slushy surfaces out there. You want to make sure that you are cautious. As we head out into the afternoon, there's going to be intermittent showers. Walking the dogs, have the umbrella, upper 30s. I think we're cresting near 40 degrees. And as we head into the evening tomorrow, because it's going to be so cold, the rain chance decreases. But I think it's probably going to be a good idea to do takeout Taco Tuesday instead of maybe dining in. Drier, and our warmest day of the week arrives by Wednesday, and we're only climbing to the mid 40s. Unfortunately, it is a big drop off behind that. We have a chance of some morning flurries on Thursday, especially south of the city. That system is going to be a southerly flowing system. Cold air arriving on Friday, barely getting to the mid 30s. Overnight lows in the teens. Watching the temperatures head towards 40 degrees for the weekend, and then watching the potential for a third chance of wintry precip in the forecast next Monday.